I've never heard anybody say an unkind word about Nancy and the type of person that she is. People like her, they trust her, and this says a great deal, I think, about someone who has survived decades in this business. It says a great deal about the type of person that she is.
I applied for a job at KB Radio. I got a reply from Irv Weinstein, who said they needed a gopher in the newsroom, somebody to run around and do whatever. I didn't even know what that was. I had to take a typing test. As soon as I walked in the place, I knew I absolutely loved it. It was emotion and excitement about covering breaking news stories. I wanted to be the assignment editor, and they didn't want me to be an assignment editor because they felt an assignment editor should be a gruff speaking man. No female had ever wanted to do this job, and I had to prove to them that I could do this job. I was an assignment editor and then producer of various shows, the weekend shows. I would start out at 7 in the morning, be the assignment editor, and write stories during the day and stay till 11:30 at night to do the weekend show. And I loved every minute of it. I never even questioned that maybe there was something wrong in working all these hours. Just loved it. Irv, first of all, really had his finger, I think, on the pulse of the community, the stories that people enjoyed and liked, and he wanted to get it right. God forbid you got a fact wrong. You would hear about it, you would be lectured, you would have that finger in your face after the newscast. Every single night that Irv worked, up until his last night there, he would come into my office or the news director's office, and we would dissect the show. There were no two ways about it, every single night. Well, at 2, I did some special projects. I did, I produced a special on autism. I helped them with a debate, Showdown in the Square, which was a mayoral debate. I did some investigative stuff. It was at the start of the Redcoats. And so I would call people up, and county people, and ask them, should they legally have a car, or should they have a cell phone? For me, a Catholic girl married to a Jewish boy, working at the Muslim television network, it was really very eye-opening. But I've always been a person who had foreign journalists and students stay with me, so I was open to ideas. I am lucky because I've sat at the editorial tables of all 3 local network stations, and the true hallmark of Channel 4 is excellent storytelling. The Emmys that have been won by the station, the investigative work that is done, the deep roots in the community. I mean, truly caring about the community and the storytelling. I've done so many plans for various visits, like the president or the Pope. So I do enjoy that, but editorial, that's my love. I love Buffalo, and I'm very involved in my community in the Elmwood Village area, and I truly think that people here love their homes and love their fellow Buffalonians. 2 children, yeah. I do feel badly that I missed a lot of their after-school activities, but I did try to make up for it. We did a lot of creative things together and a lot of travel. One of the most fabulous things is I had members of the Moscow Circus at our house for a late dinner after the show, because I can't eat before the show, and they were juggling in my living room with my kids. Were like 2 and 3 years old, and my kids got to see these people. It was just amazing. I was flabbergasted to even find out I was nominated because as a behind-the-scenes person and someone who really does not go to the spotlight, I was just overwhelmed that my peers would think enough of me to nominate me. It's truly an honor.
I think broadcasting in Buffalo has truly benefited by Nancy's love of this city.
Nancy is being honored by the BBA with the Goodyear Award, named in honor of George Goodyear, the Buffalo philanthropist who co-founded WGR-TV. It's awarded each year to those in broadcasting's front office who have upheld the highest ideals.